Hey, what up, fam? Thank you for joining me for this episode of Chrissy Cooks. Today on Chrissy Cooks, I'm going to show you how to make these simply amazing quesadillas. Now, these quesadillas are made with simple ingredients, and mostly everything that's in this recipe you probably already have in your cabinet. So I suggest that you make these especially on a weeknight when you really don't feel like cooking, because it's simple and easy. Let me show you how to do it. First, you get you a sharp knife, which I don't have. As y'all can see, my knife is like it's almost tearing through this chicken, but I went ahead and sliced it up anyway. I'm gonna have to get that thing sharpened, y'all. So go ahead and slice your chicken up and put it in a bowl, and you should be left with something just like this, or almost like this. I'm gonna go ahead and season this chicken breast with simple seasonings, because we're going to season all the way through. First, we're going to start off with some black pepper. I love black pepper. If you're anything like me, you like black pepper too, and lots of it. And then after my black pepper, I'm going to go ahead and add some all-purpose seasoning. It's the Goya Adobo all-purpose seasoning. And I'm going to show you on the back that, you can season pretty much anything with this. It already has black pepper in it. Actually, it has salt, garlic, and some other seasonings. So I went ahead and liberally sprinkled this powdery substance. Now I went ahead and sprinkled it over my chicken. And I'm going to go ahead and use my hands and mix this chicken around, and make sure that each and every piece of my chicken is seasoned. So I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my onions and peppers. These are a necessity. The colors, not so much, but the flavors, absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and give those a good chop, and then I'll be left with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my pan. I put a little bit of olive oil in there and got it up to temperature, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken in. Now, as y'all can see, I'm being bougie, right? Just add one little piece and make sure they're strategically placed. Make sure everything has their own little spot in the pan, right? Y'all gonna see in a few minutes that I was like, this is for the birds. Ain't nobody got time to do this. At this point, I'm starting to get a little mad, so I'm picking it up bunches at a time. I'm like, girl, you are tripping. The kids was bothering me. I didn't have much time to get this done. They was hungry. They was like, Mama, are you done yet? So you know what I did? Just pour all that chicken in that pan here. We're going to pour it in there and hope for the best. Got one little straggly piece of chicken thought he was getting away. So I'm going to go ahead and start to cook that through a little bit. I know most of you are cringing because you're like, you're overcrowding the pan. It's gonna steam the I don't care. I just need this chicken to quickly cook so that I can make my amazingly delicious quesadillas. So once my chicken started to cook through a little bit, I just went on ahead and added in my onions and peppers. I added them into my pan as well as onto my floor and on the stove. But most of them went in the pan. Just need to get that one look. Yeah, got that one. The rest of them, they're on the floor, and I'll get them later. I'm gonna go ahead and season those onions and peppers with a little bit of salt and pepper. Not too much, just a little bit, because you want to make sure that everything is seasoned that's going into your pan. A little bit of cracked black pepper. Yeah, I know I love pepper. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try to mix this up, and as you can see at this point in the game, I realized that my cast iron is looking like it's gonna be defeated with all of this food in it, but I would not be defeated. Even though pieces of the onions and peppers are trying to jump ship, I will not let them go. They will be cooked today. So I'm going to do my best to mix this up and let the onions and the peppers cook along with the chicken. Once I get it mixed around as best I can, I know it's going to cook down. Just know it's going to cook down. So it seems like a lot now. So I say, you know what? Let's put a lid on it. After I come back, look at there. She done cooked down nicely, huh? So at this point, I'm just going to try to break up my chicken pieces with my tongs, but the tongs ain't working. It's not doing what I need it to do. I'm trying though, but the tongs is not working out for me. So I'm going to go in with my knife. Yeah, same knife. Washed it off though. As you can see, it's wet. I washed it off. No cross-contamination over here. I went ahead and washed it off, and I'm trying to cut it up. And after I cut it up, this is what I'm left with. This is, y'all, if y'all could smell this, onions and peppers take everything over the top. I don't care what it is that you're cooking. If you got some onions and peppers, it's going to make it smell wonderful. See that beautiful broth? I'm going to take some of that off because we don't need all of that. But do not, and I repeat, do not throw away that broth that cooked off that chicken. Because not only is it seasoned, but it has onions and peppers in it, so it's super flavorful. You can use that next time. Put that in a refrigerator safe container and put that in your refrigerator for your next recipe. I'm sure you'll make something tomorrow to where you can use it. You can use chicken broth and everything. Now I'm just moving it around to see if it looks like it's still a little too much. So I'm going to take a couple of more spoonfuls off of here. And at this point, I think I'm good. Because I'm going to need that little bit of broth that's in the bottom of that pan. I'm going to need that little bit though. I don't need much. I'm going to need that little bit for my next step. So now I'm going to come in with taco seasoning. Now fajita seasoning would have been better, but I didn't have any of that. So taco seasoning is going to have to do. So I use 1.5 packs of that taco seasoning. As you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my other pack, but I'm only going to use half of it. See, this is why I needed that last little bit of broth in there, to make sure that my seasoning is mixed well throughout my chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up very well. Y'all, this smells it smells amazing in there. The kids keep coming back asking me, am I done? Is it ready yet? Mama, what's that smell? What you cooking? Hurry up. Is it done now? At this point, I've only been cooking for about 10 minutes maybe. And they, not even 10 minutes, and they are at the door right there saying, Mommy, is it done? Is it done, Mommy? Are you finished yet? Y'all, look at this. Look at it. Look at it. See, that little bit of broth help with the sauce. Looks delicious. Now you can stop right here if you want to, but I'm not. I went ahead and took that mixture out of the pan and I washed it. And I'm showing you what you can use. You can use the soft taco shells. You can use the regular the regular burrito shells if it fits in the bottom of your pan. You can use soft taco shells. You can use anything you have, but I would suggest flour tortillas. Not shells, tortillas, excuse me. So to the bottom of my cast iron, I went ahead and added a small bit of butter. And I'm going to go ahead and let that melt down real nice. Something about looking at buttermilk with the little bubblies, and it relaxing. And then you already know that butter makes everything better, right? Look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and add, I want to show you guys right here that this is the type of cheese that I'm using for my quesadillas. It's the Mexican style cheese. Got that from Sam's Club. So I'm going to go ahead here and add my quesadilla shell, or my tortilla. I keep calling it a shell, my tortilla, to the pan. And I'm going to let it sit there and warm through just a tad. And I'm going to go in with some of my chicken mixture, and I'm only going to put that on one side of the tortilla. Only on one side. Spread it out. Now you can put as much or as little as you like. You put a little bit, or use the small soft taco tortillas for your kids or small eaters, and you can use the big one and pack it down with meat for the older people or the heavy eaters or big eaters, whatever you call it. Go ahead and sprinkle on some of your cheese, whichever cheese you like. I told you I have the Mexican style cheese. And then we're going to get our spatula. We're going to close her up. Just take that top part and flip it on over. And fold it basically in half. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I do know what I'm doing. My pan keeps spinning every time I move it, so I had to grab the handle so that it wouldn't spin while I flipped. It's hard to film these videos, y'all, with just me doing the filming and me doing the cooking. It's hard. It's hard to do, but hey, I don't have a crew. I'm a one-man crew. So I went ahead and flipped that, and I let it sit there for a second, gave it a couple of presses just to make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to do. Then we're going to flip it. And then we had a piece of chicken that tried to jump ship, and we scooted it on back in there. And we're going to just press this down a couple of more seconds and let it get nice and crispy on that side. And then when it's done, this is what you have right here. The cheese on the inside is melted, and you have your little quesadilla. Let me go ahead and cut that open for y'all and let y'all see what it look like on the inside. Here we go. Now this one is mine. I made this for me. I made identical ones like that for the twins. I don't have to have a whole lot of meat in mine, but I did want to show y'all that this one is the one that I cooked for me, and likewise the twins. And I paired mine with a little bit of salsa. Perfect with salsa, y'all. Now inside of these quesadillas, you can add anything. You can add rice instead of chicken. You can do steak, you can do shrimp, you can do any type of meat you have. Y'all, this is a simple and easy weeknight dish. You can add Mexican rice as a side or on the inside, however you choose to do it. This is a simple meal for your family to get done for a weeknight. Now these are the ones that I cook for my husband and my older two. See the difference? I know you do. Y'all, simple and easy, simple ingredients. Hopefully you guys will go ahead and make these and let me know what you thought. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Chrissy Cooks. If you have any comments, or if you have any ideas or anything you'd like to see me execute, please leave it in the comment section below. Thanks again. Peace.